Hey guys, what is happening? Today we're talking about lead magnets, how you can create them super fast using my value information ladder technique, okay? Now, lots of people get hung up on lead magnets, not necessarily about the design aspect, but really about, the content side of them, okay? They get stuck between thinking that they need to be some kind of Einstein or basically just wanting to steal other people's content, okay? When really the case is that you don't need to be Einstein, you don't need to steal other people's content, you need to be inspired by others, use your own initiative and create something that is your own, okay? And I'm gonna show you how to do that using this really cool, really quick, nifty technique, okay, to build something out and not really take that amount of time. So let's just go through some of the bits and pieces I've got on the screen, okay, just so to refresh everyone's memory, okay? So what exactly is a lead magnet, okay? So a lead magnet is an incentive, and it's often called an ethical bribe that marketers offer in exchange for potential customers' details. This is most commonly the email address, okay? And in doing so, we begin a relationship with a potential customer and open a direct means of communication, okay? So we're offering something for free in exchange for the email address so that tomorrow, the next day, the day after, we can send that emails and send them, places that we want to send them, okay, for our own benefit, okay? So what should a good lead magnet do? It should solve a problem, or at least begin to, scratch that itch, open someone's eyes to, a different solution to something. It should be easily accessible. You should be able to get to it without jumping through too many hoops. It should be specific. It shouldn't be, all encompassing or, not really, solving anything. It should be targeted down to to hit the spot of one thing, okay? It should be easy to digest and understand. It should be so anyone can watch it or read it relatively easy and get to the whatever it is that you're trying to say to them, okay? It should be high perceived value, okay? So you should be presenting it that it is high quality content, not just some throwaway thing. And it should position yourself as an expert, okay? Because obviously, if you're going to be sending them further emails, you want them to read those emails, okay? So you need to position you as someone who has knowledge, okay? So simple lead magnets are things such as checklists, resource lists, tutorials, guides, examples, case studies, cheat sheets, worksheets, reports, infographics. So it's just something that someone can learn something or help them do something else, okay? And types of lead magnets that work the best are PDFs, so report, all those things I just said, but as a PDF so they can download it to their computer and use it how they see fit. Images, again, exactly the same as PDF. Video, so just like the one you're watching now, you can create your content and push it out there like this. And it could be sites like a membership site, so they can get into something and see a few different bits and pieces, okay? So now let's just jump straight into the value information ladder that I was talking about. So this method that I use to create lead magnets, works very, very quickly, and it helps me do things super, super quick, okay? Now, where I start with it is I start at Pinterest. So I jump across to Pinterest and I start searching for, whatever I want to, solve with my lead magnet, okay? So you can see here now I've just clicked on how to get more sleep. And the beauty of Pinterest is that it is very graphical. It is super, super graphical. And what people like to do on Pinterest is they like to create infographics. And infographics are basically images that are kind of lists, okay? So what we can do is we can search through these lists, get ideas, and then start creating our own list, okay? So you go through all these different ones. Let's click on the first one, and you can see this is 20 simple ways to get better sleep. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go across to my note document again. Can open up a new document. and I'm just going to write how to get, what should we say, better sleep. Go back across and we've got to say the first one is drink tea. So let's go with drink tea. What else we've got? Have a snack. And I can take as many of these as I want or as few, okay? Meditation, exercise. Let's go with meditation, exercise. So let's just go for a fifth one. Do yoga. So you want to kind of choose things that can lead to other things that you can easily expand upon. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to Pinterest and I'm going to search for tea nighttime. And then I'm going to search for nighttime teas. Okay, so we've got turmeric, cinnamon tea, banana tea for deep sleep. So let's come in here and start banana tea. You know, once you get a list, you could start searching Google, turmeric. Turmeric tea. So you could just do 2, you could do 3, for example. See if we can just find another one. Let's just, for the purpose of this, just put in ginger tea, okay? Ginger tea, for the purposes of this demonstration, okay? Having a snack, so I could go through this again, you know, and I could put in lists of food. For the meditation, I could come in with, you know, 3 different meditations, 3 different exercises, and 3 different types of yoga, for example, okay? So once I've started to do that, you know, in a matter of minutes, I've come up with, you know, this is where we're talking about the value information ladder. So the first thing is, how do I get better sleep? The second step is, you know, drink tea, have a snack, meditation. Then the next step is, within the tea, what are the teas that I want? Banana tea, turmeric tea, ginger tea, 3 teas to try. And then the next thing would be, you know, what are these recipes? Okay, so we've now got the recipes for the teas. We've got the just say for the exercise and yoga, we find YouTube videos for these exercises, or we find blog posts, links to them, so we then refer to those things, or we write down exactly how to do it. Okay, so it's pretty simple. So you can see that is how to get the content. You know, not mind blowing. You know, I'm not professing to be an expert in this content, but I'm leaning upon other people who are demonstrating their expertise in this, okay? And then what I then do is I can then jump across to Canva and I can create something that looks pretty decent, okay? So I can search here for example, ebook, okay? I can put it in here and I can, let's put in book, for example. That isn't kind of either. Where are we? Create a design, documents, okay? One of these things here, you've got a report, okay? You've got a report, you have got book, okay, somewhere here, okay? Somewhere in there is book, okay? But in addition to that, what you can do is that you can search for mind map. So particularly thinking about our information ladder. You know, when you search something on Canva, once it finds it, immediately opens it up in another window, okay? And then you can see here on the left-hand side, there are all of these different types of free designs that they can look through and see what might be useful for what I want to show. So just say it's this one. This one looks quite good. Now what I'll do is, should we change the background color just so it's a bit more eye friendly? Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Right, okay, so let's just change that. So do that, let's change the color. So I'm just going to move that in the middle. Right, so what I can do now is I can go through and I can start changing this text, okay, if I want to. So for the first thing, for example, I can do this. You know, I can change whatever I want to do in terms of the design aspect. This is completely up to you, okay? I can change the colors just by clicking on these different elements. You can see I can change that to red or a light gray, for example. I can change this text obviously to reference exactly what I want. But now let's start talking about the information ladder. So what did we say? So we started coming up with drink tea. So here we put in drink tea, we've got yoga, we've got meditation, we've got just say it's exercise. So we've got 4 different things there. And then we've got, you know, 3 different things that we started to put in there. So they were banana tea, I think I remember calling it banana tea, ginger tea. The last one was it turmeric tea? Okay. And then I can go through and I can change the others, for example. And then what I can do once I've done that, initially I've created an infographic, which is pretty cool. And it kind of is handy. But how we can build this out into something that is super cool, right, is that I can then go down and make this into a book itself. Okay, that's what's great about the mind map. So you can see there that I just clicked on the bottom there where it said add new page, and this essentially goes from a graphic into a book. Okay, so then I can go over to text here and I can, you know, add this head in there, and I can say drink tea before bed. I can highlight it and I can go up to the top, you know, and I can change the colors. I can change the font. Just say we go to that one, and then I can just click on it. You can see these purple lines that are shown on the screen. They're indicating central, so we'll just put it like that. Then again, I can click on the subheading, and I can put in tea recipes, and again I can choose the color. I can just stick that there. Make sure it's center, and you know, as we've done every single time, we then can start putting the recipe in. The recipe: banana tea recipe. Okay, and then I can start typing in the recipe. Okay, it's really simple, and you know, I can put that there. I can put the recipe beneath it, and then what I can do is I can go and search for an image of banana tea. And what I do is I just go to the left hand side, click on uploads here, and I just upload an image, and just say, for example, that is my banana tea. I can just put it in the screen. I can move it about and I can resize it. So we've got a picture of our banana tea, we've got our recipe there, and then I just go ahead and do that the same for all of the different elements. And you know, within 15 minutes, I've created a lead magnet, which is fantastic. I can go up to the top, I could change this, take this stuff, for example, I could put in my logo, I could put in my, you know, social media link, whatever my name is on social media so people can find me, my website, all these different things to make it the branding on point. Okay, but essentially what this video was all about was it was talking you guys through how to create a lead magnet from scratch, because I know lots of people really get hung up on thinking that they need to be some kind of expert to create a lead magnet, and you don't. You just need to be sensible. You need to really just spend a bit of time working it out, and by using this value information ladder technique for lead magnets, you can't fail but create something that's really, really good and really, really useful to anyone that you send it out to. So I hope this has been useful. The links to, you know, Pinterest, Canva, and these things will be beneath this video if you want to check them out. And of course, they're free as always. And I really hope that you found this useful, and we'll see you in the next video.